Gate 14 podcast presented by FanDuel Canada. This is our second time recording this.
Love doing that.
We just recorded for about, 35 minutes?
35 minutes, maybe.
35 minutes, and it did not work. If you are watching this, the biggest news of the week was the Toronto Blue Jays bounced back and took 2 or 3 from above 500 team again in the Arizona Diamondbacks. Just when everyone thought, hey, talk shit about the team, this and that. They bounce all the way back and take 2 or 3, which is what we asked for, and finish that insane 10-game stretch, 19 and 12.
Pretty fucking
good if you ask me. Pretty fucking good if you ask me.
But that's not the news of the day, folks. The reason you are here, Johnny Junta pitched the worst baseball anyone has ever seen of a first pitch. Johnny Junta, oh God, man. We literally just did 35 minutes of talking about how pathetic it was, and now we have to run it back, and I
want to say this. I let everyone down. Absolutely pathetic stuff out of me. I'm not running. I'm not hiding from the chirps. I mean, that video of me overthrowing it already has 1.3K likes on Twitter. It's not great. I deserve all the chirps. The moment got too big. I kept saying man in the arena when we were waiting in the tunnel. And turns out I was a mouse. It was either man or mouse mode, and I was a mouse. Thank you to everyone for obviously making that possible. Besides the fact of how pathetic and embarrassing that was for me, it was still a cool experience. I'm not going to make excuses. I'm not going to spin zone anything, but we were iced for an hour waiting in the tunnel.
If you were to spin zone, how would you spin zone?
If I were to spin zone, what I would say is we had to wait in the tunnel for an hour, and the only thing people were talking about with us was how was the first pitch going to go?
How nervous are you?
And how nervous we were. I'm not going to say like I was full-blown nervous, because when I walked out, like I put on a fucking show for the people. Like I pointed to the bullpen, which is where Gate 14 Nation was. I was saluting the crowd, doing this, doing that, telling Ernie like we need you on the right side of the plate for my throw. And then right when the moment happened, right when the ball hit about to release, in my mind I'm like, oh fuck. And it just sailed. It just absolutely sailed. I didn't bounce it, which is a positive side of it.
You didn't bounce it.
But I think in my mind, like obviously it's embarrassing and people are going to be mean to me about it, but I am significantly more mean to myself about it. Like it ruined the day for me.
So on our last run through of this, when you said it was going to take you a full week to get over this.
I think it will. But I think what people will remember more is the pitch, obviously, but also how cool it is that 2 podcasters that started a podcast about the Toronto Blue Jays got to throw a first pitch. I think that is truly insane when you dumb it down. I'm not going to spin zone into sappy shit.
Yeah.
But that pitch was the most Gate 14 thing ever. You, calm, cool, composed, throwing a strike, and then me, a loose cannon, like Keegan said, almost killing a camera person.
It is.
I think that's literally, you couldn't, it's a poetic finish. That's what it was.
It's how it should have been, I think, unfortunately. You with the one that's kind of fucked, awful throw up to Sanders, and then I call it a strike because yours was much more poor.
Well, I mean, yours looked like a Cy Young throw.
Step
if you
throw.
Put any person beside me, and the worst part about it is we got absolutely alphaed by Kevin Gossman's kids. Like Kevin Gossman's kids the day before, Sadie throws out the first pitch as a cartwheel, launches a strike, and then 28-year-old Johnny and Avery the next day, and I almost kill a fucking freelance photographer in AK, and Avery throws
I think
that
was his full-time job.
Yeah, no. I'm saying a freelance photographer and AK.
Okay.
It would have did pinball effect on the fucking camera people back there. I am forever grateful that Ernie Clement is the most insane athlete of all time, because that would have been catastrophic if I hit someone. Because then they would have did a thing where it's like, like camera guy down. Terrible. Legit, I am trying to wrap my head around, and we could laugh now on it. After I threw it and I saw Ernie go up, I go, oh, fuck. I blacked out, and I just see, in my mind, the scenario is like a camera guy getting hit, going to the backstop. And then the worst part about it is Ernie comes up with the ball, and he is crying of laughter, legit crying of laughter at me. I have Bryson Stott, Spencer Horwitz, Eric Swanson, everyone Ricky Romero, just
Joey
body,
Loperfido.
Joey Loperfido. Everyone body bagging me because of it. And to say it was an embarrassment would be an understatement. I'm eating it I'm eating it on the chin. People have been asking me, was that on purpose? Do you think I would willingly put this amount of hate I've gotten for that pitch on purpose? Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you out of your gourd? There's no chance I would have done that on purpose. But still awesome. But it did take away from how cool it was. With how bad the pitch was for me.
If you never throw a first pitch again, that's the only memory you're ever gonna have. That was a mean way of saying that. That was unfair.
It's a fair point. It's a very fair point.
Do you think Mike Wilner would have thrown a strike?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, he would.
Will Nylander would have fucking. I think the worst part about it is I am an athlete, or I was an athlete, and now that's like lives on the internet forever.
Yeah,
like that's like the 50 cent. The 50 cent thing still gets thrown out.
I would love to see if Kobe Mayo tweeted that out. Like, imagine Kobe Mayo gets his hands on that video.
I'm trying to think. That would suck. That would really suck. But I'm a podcaster. They're pro athletes. That's the spin zone we can kind of come
That is true. Did you took it all in when you went out there? Because I took zero of it in. I went out there, and I said this earlier, I saw one person on that whole field.
And that was Chris Bassett.
And that was Chris Bassett, the guy in front of me. We had one job to do, and that was to be great.
See, in my mind, I had multiple jobs to do. And the multiple jobs was firing the crowd up.
Did you do that?
Did that pretty fucking well. And I think the worst part is when I look back on the videos, it was a lot louder like the bad throw than I thought it was.
Okay.
Like the entire Rogers Center was essentially clowning me for how bad that throw was. Like 30,000 people. The PA announcer almost laughed on the PA. Like if you listen back on it, like he's like trying to hold a laugh in after he's like, you could hear it. People were tweeting that at me. And what did someone tweet at you?
So there's a girl that I went to Laurentian with, and she was up there. She said, I don't know if it's a scoreboard operator or the PA announcer who had been there since 1987 that said that was one of the worst first pitches he had ever seen. You made history today. One way or another, you made history.
And the thing is, you want to leave a mark on these people.
They'll never forget that.
And listen, there's embarrassing stuff. I mean, I'm not even going to beat around the bush. I wish there was a way to go Men in Black, like erase memory mode from people just after that moment. Like, I wish we could have just fast forwarded to Ernie picking the ball up and running over to me.
Yeah.
But just hilarious stuff. And there's no really other way to cut it besides the fact that I'm going to be a meme now for a while. Probably forever, actually. I mean, the 50 Cent one gets thrown around forever.
Yeah.
I think mine was up there at 50 Cent in terms of like how poor that was.
Yeah, so
McGregor was pretty bad as well.
McGregor was awful.
McGregor was the worst one.
The guy in Hockey's All was the one who made the tweet. Did you see the tweet?
What?
He put together all the bad first pitches, and then he put you there in the last. The one in Boston where they hit the guy in the nuts with the camera.
I was reaching that territory for I didn't block that, or I would have hit someone in the spleen.
I've said this. Cam's here. Cam does all our graphic design. We are gonna make the Jordan logo of Ernie catching the ball, him. That's going to be the Gate 14 silhouette. But honestly, we got ice. Being there for an hour before the first pitch was the only time I was like a little nervous, right? If we got out there, if we walked down the stairs, through the tunnel, went out and threw the first pitch.
Like immediate?
It would have been gravy.
Yeah. I think the talking with the players, the talking with every staff. I mean, it still blows my mind how big Gate 14 is. Like talking with all the staff. Like the ushers, the fucking people that work on the field. Ben Nicholson came up to us and was talking to it. Like
he said that whoever, I forget the guy who does all the Tommy Johns now. He said
Dr. Meister.
It was Meister. I thought he was talking about Ella Trash or whatever the other guy was. He said we'll get them on the line for once you guys are done.
Yeah,
Very cool.
I think it opens up a cans of worm now. Like how the fuck am I supposed to chirp a pitching performance?
You know, so. I will do this for you. I'll be a good guy. We'll go to the field on Tuesday. See if you can do redemption. You get one shot.
I'll get one shot.
One shot.
Okay.
No one's gonna believe it, but I'll do that for you. Like we'll get
a redemption. I'm just gonna let it fucking eat.
We'll get you on the mound and you fucking throw that thing.
Yeah, that's fair.
And we'll see if you can get
it.
And
yeah, I just to be sane. I mean, Tyler Matzik body bagged me.
What did he?
He just I was fucking pathetic. I mean, that's literally like quote unquote verbatim what every single person that is in my camp, like in my.
Did anyone tell you good job?
No, I didn't really get like a. I honestly didn't get like a. I'm proud of you from like the big league guys that I've seen me come through. Yeah, but I'm happy that me and Ernie got to be a part of history. At the end of the day, I think it's a moment that is the most Gate 14 moment ever. This podcast, if everything happened perfectly for this podcast wouldn't be Gate 14. Like that's the only way. Like for like the Florida plane, the airline going out of business a week before, like
All of it's so good.
yeah,
man.
it's just the most Gate 14 shit ever. And
Wouldn't be possible without anyone.
yeah,
if
like
the
people
who
always
listen-
say, like it's. What do you mean? Like you guys put in the work for it? But yeah, we put in the work in, sure. But it wouldn't be possible if we didn't have thousands and thousands and thousands of people that ride and die with us and and love what we do. And obviously, if we didn't have motion or traction, the Blue Jays wouldn't give a fan's first podcast the privilege of doing that.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on the Blue Jays like not posting it like at all about it, like except the stories?
I think that's normal. Like they throw first pitch pretty much every
Yeah,
day, and you don't
81.
really see
Yeah,
it.
yeah, it's fair. Like the Buffalo Bills got it.
What do you mean?
They post it.
We're not the Buffalo Bills.
I think we're more important to the Blue Jays than the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah,
I think the funniest part is, and if you look back on it, the Blue Jays posted Tyler Heineman meeting with like rock stars before the game.
Yeah.
And the entire comment section under it was post Gate 14. Like there was like 60 comments, like post Gate 14, post Gate 14, post Gate 14. So I think the people ride with us no matter what.
The
which
funniest thing you said, we got to talk to Mark again, and Mark is the best, and you think you personally let him down.
I personally let Mark Shapiro down.
Yeah.
Like that's like Mark is a father figure in my life now. And Mark is like a father figure to me. I actually look upon him as like I never want to let Mark down. And when that ball left my hand, the first thing I thought about was Mark in his suite going, "What the fuck was that?" And being like, "Get that loser off the field." And that's all I thought about. And yeah, I let my dad down. I mean, I let Mark down. I literally said to him as a joke, and we got a great laugh out.
Do you see who just texted us? I don't know what the text says, but it's a Chris Bassett text. What does he say?
Johnny, first pitch out.
Johnny, first pitch out curse. Oh my God. That was the one.
That just put me over the... I just responded, "I'm in hell."
First pitch out is a great way to put it. It's oh, that's part of our game that we've lost is the pitch out. That's very, very funny, man.
I just responded, "I'm in hell."
Oh my God, that was the one because we had talked about it, and he was like, "I'm surprised Bassett hadn't said anything," and I didn't think Bassett saw it because he was watching me throw the pitch.
Yeah.
And it didn't wait till after for that. But there's a lot of
Not as bad as a chirp from Bassett as I thought I was going to get.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. But it's hilarious that he called it a pitch out.
Yes.
Like,
that's like the nicest way to put it, that you threw a pitch out. Oh, man.
Fair.
That's very,
yeah,
very
but
funny.
going back to the Mark talk, I had a very funny comment that Mark liked. I said, because they gave us a chance to, like, customize the jerseys. And I go, like, we should have got Shapiro Atkins. Like, can you imagine if you and me got a Shapiro and Atkins, we're walking out to the field.
I would have we would have put 92, 93 on the back of the... That's... After we told them that we didn't want names on the back, I think we said that to each other at the office, where it was like, okay, we should have done Shapiro and Atkins. That would have been a lot funnier too. But Mark's just an awesome guy to talk to. I would love to talk to that guy for hours too. And then Matt, who works with the team, was there, and his son.
Yeah, it was just cool stuff. It was cool stuff.
Cool
I mean,
people.
it was a cool.
We talked to Josh. Josh didn't chirp us. Josh
Naylor didn't chirp us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. The Horowitz text was like, moment got too big. That's all it really was. I think that's the best way for me to categorize it. It's like bad baseball player. And obviously I'm a bad baseball player.
Yeah.
The moment just got too big. And I think I'm going to, I hope that I make the misplays of the month at some point on Sportsnet. So I'm at a bar and it's just, I'm on the fucking TV.
You're just like Tim
overthrowing,
Hill
almost
when we
killing
went to-
someone. I think Ernie saved me. I owe Ernie a steak dinner, I think. because
yeah,
Ernie saved my fucking ass.
you owe him a lot.
Yeah, I owe my life actually. But yeah, I guess we can go into what happened yesterday. So I tweeted out yesterday. I went to the game with Whit. I got a text message at 5:00 from Whit Merrifield, and obviously we're in Kitchener, so I think he thinks I'm close. He goes, "Are you going to the game tonight?" I go, "No." He's like, "Oh." He's like, "Okay, let me know," or whatever. And he's like, "Are you?" I told him, like, "Are you going alone?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm going alone. Just let me know, like, when you're here." I was like, "All right, fuck it. I'll show up to the game tonight." I bring Alto, Curtis, and we're just sitting. We paid $20 tickets, and we're just sitting with Ernie, or not Ernie. We're sitting with Whit, and Whit is just telling us all these.
You
awesome...
called him Ernie last night.
Yeah,
too.
I did call him Ernie last night. I was drunk. I was drunk, to be fair. And we're just having pints with Whit Merrifield, who led the league in hits back-to-back seasons and was an all-star. We're just having pints with them in the crowd watching baseball. And it was the fucking coolest experience ever. Whit Merrifield is the fucking man.
He's just a cool guy.
And we took him to Cherries after.
Yeah.
Like, he's telling us awesome stories from his Jays playing days, like how much Brandon Belt rocked. And I'll give you a story that I think he's fine with me saying. I don't think people know this. When the Blue Jays go to the U.S., they go through normal customs with the average people. Like, there's no separated one like they have here. So he told us a story. In 2023, Davis's rookie season, the Toronto Blue Jays made the rookies dress up. So Bowden Francis is wearing a dinosaur costume. Davis is wearing a sheriff
He was
outfit.
the cop, right?
Yeah, the cop.
Yeah.
All of them are wearing these, like, provocative outfits. And they have to go through normal customs at the fucking thing. And he told me a story of Brandon Belt. So, like, obviously, you go through, they kind of seclude the Jays into a corner or whatever and wait for the bag. Like, you're in normal baggage claim, too. You're in everything, just normal shit, like with the normal common man. And he told me a story. They're blasting music in, like, the baggage claim. And this lady is complaining, like, it's so fucking loud, turn it down. Brandon Belt hands her $1,000 and says, "Is it still too loud?" or something along those lines. And she just walked away. And Brandon Belt just handed her $1,000 to just essentially say, "Shut the fuck up. We're playing music." Like, they're playing, like, Freebird in the airport. But yeah, it's just stories like that, man, that we don't hear. And it's like, he told me stories of, like, how awesome Brandon Belt was in the locker room, like, for the morale, and how good Romano was. There was just so much good shit.
You have to.
And
tell
my
the
favorite
Curtis
part
story.
about the Whit Merrifield night is Whit Merrifield. We're just talking about the Rogers Center, how awesome it is to play here. Whit obviously played here for 2 years when the Jays were good. And our buddy Curtis Widener looks at Whit Merrifield and goes, "You got to see this place when the roof's open." And I go to him, I go, "Did you just fucking tell Whit Merrifield he has to see the Rogers Center when the dome is open? He played here for 2 seasons on the field." Like, I was trying to wrap my head. I was like, is this a bit? Like, is he joking? And he was dead ass serious. Like, he's talking to a tourist.
He texted our group chat that I thought he was joking, and he was not joking at all. And that is why Curtis is the best. Just an incredible story too.
Bassett's making me feel better. He said, "That was awesome. No one died. No short hops. No injuries." So I'm just happy. I mean, that's
the nicest thing anyone said.
Because honestly,
all day.
I would expect Bassett to never really live it down. For me, he's one of the biggest. And if you see the golf vlog that's coming out in a couple of weeks that we recorded on Monday, Bassett was on a FaceTime, him and Scherzer, and I whiffed and I duffed every shot when Bassett was on that FaceTime. I didn't elevate one golf ball on that FaceTime that Bassett was on, because he was in talking to my backswing, like, "Oh, don't fuck this, and it was just, he was in my dome." So I appreciate Bassett being a part of that. That was history. And yeah, shout out 50 Cent. Johnny Cent, they call me.
Johnny Cent.
Should I change my Twitter name right now to Johnny Cent?
I think that's probably a good spin zone right now. Yeah, dude, the best way to do it is just be ahead of it, right?
Be ahead of the curve. What did he say? You skipped forearm day. Oh, I skipped forearm day.
You did shoulders today too.
I did shoulders today. I think that might have actually fucked it up. But anyways, great stuff. Whit Merrifield Day yesterday was awesome. It was cool. Like, so people were walking up to us, like, because they would see me. They'd ask me for a picture of it. What the fuck? Whit Merrifield? Wasn't that funny, Curtis? Like, people were walking up and going, like, "Johnny, gate 14." It's like, is that fucking Whit Merrifield with him? Like, it was awesome. So Whit is the man. And came to Cherries with us and bowed out. He bowed out like 11, probably.
We all kind of bowed out. We had stuff to do.
I was pretty drunk, to be honest with you. We got a lot of drinks.
Curtis was,
Curtis was blackout. Anyways, I guess we can go into the series. I guess
Yeah,
we
we can go.
talk
This is going to be a shorter one. We have a ton of people that came from out of
to
town.
watch us. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
it's
we're
be
gonna
a shorter
go
one.
be a little. Would you call it a celebration tonight after your pitch?
Yeah, fucking for sure. It made
Okay.
history. I think I have grown and mature now to where 20 years down the road, if I let how bad the pitch was affect how cool it is, I would be mad at myself.
Okay.
I think that's the best way to look at it. I think
Yes.
obviously it's funny in the moment and stuff like that. I think in 20 years, if I go, I really let how poor this pitch was affect that I got to do something that literally probably not like 1% of people get to do. Like it's not,
I would say less than that.
it's 80 people a year get to do it. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah. So I'm going to go out and enjoy it with the boys. But I guess we talk about the series. Alejandro Kirk is all the way fucking back.
Good day today.
Bo Bichette is launching baseballs into fucking Neptune again. Top of the order is doing what top of the order does. But one of the biggest storylines from the week is Vladdy in the 3-hole. You talked about it. I think you might have tweeted the stats, or Bennett might have did it. But Vladdy in the 3-hole has a career over 900 OPS, and in the 2-hole it's like 730. I know it doesn't matter, but I think you are legally obligated to keep Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in that spot from here on out.
Yeah.
He has to be the 3-hole guy.
You look at those stats, and I keep trying to like put together, why does it happen? Does it even matter? And everything I come back to is, no, it doesn't matter, but it's happened too long where I'm just gonna put him in the 3-hole, and I think we just have to ride with that too. It's like, how should it be any different
But
hitting 2 or 3?
I think the leap of Barger makes it more easy to stomach Vladdy going to the 3-hole, because who else will go to the 2-hole? Springer, Kirk. Like, I think Bo with the power surge, like that top of the order is sick. Bo, Barger, Guerrero, hopefully Anthony Santander. Sorry, hasn't earned a nickname yet in the 4-hole. That plays like a crazy amount, Avery.
Yeah.
And I think it showed those first 2 games. Jay's putting up cricket numbers. I believe after the first 2 games, top of the order was hitting 600 out of those 2 games with multiple home runs. It was just an awesome way to bounce back for our Toronto Blue Jays, especially after one of the worst series I've ever seen in my life in Philadelphia.
Was Tuesday one of the coolest games that we've seen?
I think the live stream elevated how cool it was because we didn't get people in the chat ruining it because we were watching on cable.
Yes.
But when everything looked down, the biggest part was the Bo Bichette, bases loaded. I think he grounds out, right? That happens, and we're just like, fuck, 4-game losing streak. And then what happens? Shelby Miller, who had a sub 100 average on his cutter, I believe it is, right? Splitter. And he fucking throws a splitter to Bo Bichette, gets sent to hell, throws another splitter to Barger, gets sent to hell. That goes to show you, man, how fucking cool this baseball team can be. And no matter how bad things are going, they are always essentially 1 or 2 swings away from bouncing back in a baseball game. And I think that's one of the funnest parts of this season so far.
Yeah. I mean, you hit the nail on the head there, too. Just when you think they're out, when you think this team is going to surge down, not play as well as they had been playing, they find a way. Like, they're a pretty resilient team, man.
Yeah.
Like that bounce back in the 9th inning there, and then to couple that up, pair that with a shit kicking yesterday, is the best way you want to watch your baseball team. And like back to back, Barger's a part of what, 2 back-to-backs the last 2 years? Because I remember Loperfido and him went back-to-back against the Angels. Rowanzi was pitching, my sweet prince. I miss him. But then he do it again this year. Barger hit it to hell, like right off the bat. You know that ball's
and
gone.
And his bat drop, bat flip, oh my fucking God, that was sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Monday game, or Tuesday game, sorry, was a well needed baseball game, especially after how the offense looked at the start of that game. And it was awesome to see great starting pitching as well in that game. Who started that game? Barrios?
Which game?
Monday.
No, that was the Bassett start.
Oh, Bassett.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Bassett was awesome. Quality start out of Bassett as well.
Yep.
I think he has been, outside of Eric Lauer, because Eric Lauer's sample size is really small, the most consistent pitcher on this team this season. Chris Bassett. He's been awesome.
Good. Yeah, I have no problem. I don't have the numbers in front of me too, but when Bassett goes out, like, he's given the team a chance to, and he could have. It could have been bad. Like the start, he kind of kept it together.
Yeah.
After that big inning,
Yeah.
and he was fine after that. That was super important for him to put up zeros after
Yeah,
he gave up a
he was
couple.
awesome. The bullpen was awesome. Braden Fisher is a dude. Mason Fluharty got out of some tough spots that he put himself in. Brendan Little, the walks got to probably cut down. I'll be honest with you a little bit, Avery, because when he is pitching, he's not. If hitters are like, I'm not whiffing at anything, I'm not going to swing at anything. I'm just going to essentially see 2 strikes and then go from there. That's when he gets. I mean, he walked.
Yeah,
he walks
seeing
the
him
house.
just throw it in the dirt all the time,
Yeah.
and no one even thinks about taking their bat off their shoulder. That's when it gets frustrating to watch Brendan Little, and it feels like he's been out of the. But maybe I don't know if it's been any different than before. It's always been he hasn't thrown a strike, and he gets 3 strikeouts per
Yeah,
inning.
yeah, and or just somehow gets out of an inning. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, maybe that'll go away when people like truly look at how many times he's in the zone.
Because I genuinely think some guys just don't even have to bring up a bat when they're fucking playing him.
I
He
agree.
does not throw strikes at all.
No,
And then somehow he's gets insane whiffs because I guess
it looks like a
the
strike.
tunneling or I really don't know what it is. But that got a little sweaty, gave up a run, obviously, in that game. But thanks to this offense clawing back, they won that baseball game. Vladdy was sick that game as well. People forget that. Vladdy had majority of the RBI. Vladdy was the only reason they were down 1 in that game.
Yeah,
He had 3 RBIs.
Oh my god, see Vlad hit a baseball
Oh my god.
at the top of the zone where he just gets on plane, but it just takes off. Like that's what we want
Yes.
from Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He brings an importance to this team by hitting home runs. We know he's a great contact guy. He's shown us the past 3 years he's a fantastic contact guy. But
Yeah.
he's gonna make his money. The contract's gonna be worth it if he hits home runs.
And if he hits balls that should be hit out like that, out.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Like we want Vlad to slug. That's the thing.
Yeah, a double home run. Like he's been a singles guy. Obviously, with runners on, I hope he's just whatever score people type of guy. Like he that which he's very clutch, which is what we've learned with runners on and stuff like that. But yeah, it was just great stuff from Vladdy this entire week. To be honest with you, today he had a nice little double to kind of get them back into the game where Lourdes hit the cut corner.
Oh, that was the funniest throw I've ever seen in my life.
Well, not the funniest throw you've ever seen in your life.
Second funniest throw of the day, actually.
yes.
Not even.
I appreciate Lourdes for making me look less embarrassed with that. But yeah, Vladdy kind of carried. And the game yesterday, I guess we can go into that as well. The Lauer hour.
Eric Lauer rock.
Eric Lauer is insane. 2.29 ERA, Ave. 2.29. This is a guy who signed out of Korea, was a guy who I had no idea who the fuck he was, and just turned out to be like legit the most consistent pitcher on this team that starts now. He only threw 85 pitches. Do you think they stretch him out even more, Ave?
Yeah. I think it's just all part of the process of getting him to like 100 most outings. Yeah, there is that chance. But again, if you have Turnbull and you have the full bullpen.
Well, Scherzer
game,
now will be a starter. They said he's good to go.
yeah, so I mean that would take the Turnbull spot. So again, you have more innings covered, you would think, because you have 5 guys who
Yes.
who can legitimately start and go deep, you would think.
Yeah.
So that does kind of save the bullpen a little bit, and that's great. And I think that's a good thing. Max Scherzer's thumb, he looked really good.
Dude, 4 innings, 8 strikeouts, 1 hit, no earned runs. Max Scherzer is, I think we said it. If I give you over under right now 30 innings for the rest of the season, does he hit it?
I think he goes over.
Over 30? I'm not counting the other 3 though. Like just 30.
No.
Yeah.
I don't think so. That's like if he gets 7 starts, like that goes over.
What would you be happy with in terms of ERA wise for Max Scherzer? A 4.5?
4-1?
4.1? 4.2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just eat innings at 4-1. I'm kind of cool with, because it gives you a chance. The offense you think is going to be able to score those runs and give you a chance. And at a 4.1 ERA, I'm pretty cool with that.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think that's asking for too much. And I think you put them in a good enough spot.
Yeah, it's fair. But yeah, he was awesome. Eric Lauer, who now I think is just an everyday guy, back in the rotation. We got to talk about Gossman, though. Last year at this point, I saw someone tweeted out he had a 4.5 ERA at this point last year. Now he is at a 4.6 ERA. And I saw people getting mad about this. They said, I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner because he's a 2-pitch pitcher. where are you at with Gossman? Like, I think it's pretty fair and safe to say, like, he's not an ace anymore like he used to be, which is fine. I mean, he's older.
No, the numbers wouldn't show that
Yeah.
at this point. Too, the swing and miss is what makes Kevin Gausman good. Like with what he has in his arsenal, you need to miss bats. Like it's if you're hitting the fastball, you can hit people can hit fastballs in the big leagues, and usually you're gonna get a pretty, unless you've got some explosive, like super great fastball, which Kevin Gausman doesn't have a super great fastball. There's not many super great fastballs in this full rotation. People are going to hit the fastball hard. So then you need to get the swing and miss on the other pitches as well. You need the fastball not in the middle of the zone. You want it on the corners. And it's just putting it all together. It just hasn't been great for Kevin Gausman for the
he has not
year.
looked great the last couple of appearances. The last Friday, he did not look great. Today, he did not look great. But all things considered, kind of a soft part of the schedule coming up here, man. You got the White Sox. I believe you got the Athletics after the White Sox. No, I don't remember who it is. You got the White Sox.
I thought it was a good team after that.
Oh, White Sox Guardians.
You're right.
White Sox Guardians?
Yeah.
And then after that, who?
I'll scroll through the schedule here. White Sox, Guardians, Red Sox, Yankees. So that's not easy after that. But then it goes Angels, White Sox, Athletics.
Oh, my
And then we
God.
get to the All-Star break.
Okay, so before the trade deadline, they kind of got a soft spot on the schedule where they can really gain ground.
Yep. Correct.
On the other teams. So
they're right before the deadline, though. It does get pretty tough for them because then they go Giants, Yankees, Tigers, Orioles. I mean, Orioles
are
playing,
pathetic. They
but,
blew an 8-0 lead yesterday.
Yeah. Love to see that out of them.
But yeah, I guess we can go into, other than that though, great series from the Toronto Blue Jays. Welcome back, Bo Bichette. We talked about it last pod. We needed the top of the order to do what the top of the order does, and fuck did they ever do that this series. They really carried. They really carried the offense, and that's what you kind of pay guys to do. And I'm just, in my mind, I'm really thinking, like, how good is this team going to be when you kind of take away the fringe guys at bats, like the Will Robertsons, the Jonathan Clase, who had a home run today, which was sick, and give those at bats to Santander, and give those at bats to Varsho, right? Like, this team's in a really good spot right now. 6 games above 500, or 5 now. I think it's 6, sorry. 6 games above 500. Still in a playoff spot, 2.5 back or 3 back of the division. Very, very good spot going into this White Sox series. And I'm never going to say a series is a must sweep, must this, must that. But the White Sox fucking suck. So
it's a must win. Some baseball things can happen to not sweep a series, and I think you'll look back.
And I like they gave Spencer Turnbull his first start against the White Sox compared to another.
That's what sucks about Bowden, that Bowden doesn't get the White Sox start.
Could have little juice the numbers up a little bit there
to see and figure it out.
But yeah, other than that, we can go into the series and then kind of send you guys off. Like we said, this is going to be a shorter podcast
because it's our second time recording it, and we have people, and we're gonna go.
And we have people that flew down.
The computer just stopped working.
Flew down and drove down to see us.
Yeah, someone drove from New York City to come see us. People flew from PEI to come watch the game. So. That was sick to see.
Great stuff. So I believe
no one knows who's pitching for all the games.
Well, it's Turnbull tomorrow against Hauser.
Yes.
I believe. Savali against Barrios. I could be wrong.
Okay.
And Smith against Bassett.
Hell yeah.
Jays should easily take 2.
You have to show us what you made, Cam.
Oh my God, that's a fair thumbnail. I guess that's the new thumbnail. Or no, dude, make the thumbnail Ernie jumping in the air. I think that's funnier.
That's better. Fair,
yeah. I don't care. Whatever's better. But I'm gonna say Jays take 2 or 3, like I called my shot with the Diamondbacks, saying they take 2 or 3.
Yeah, sure.
I think Bassett shoves against the White Sox like he did last year twice. And then I think the Turnbull one tomorrow, like, again, it would suck if they lost after that loss they had today. But yeah, I think the Jays take 2 or 3 with the sweep. I'll be very fucking happy because then that means they're 10 games above 500, almost close to it. 9. Well, they're 9. Yeah, 9.
Yeah,
they're 9 games above 500, which is like the highest they've been all year. So, as always, man, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. Wouldn't be anywhere without the support from the Gate 14 Nation. This wouldn't happen without you guys. And yeah, keep memeing me up. And we will talk to you guys on Sunday night after the White Sox series. And maybe give you guys a little bit of an update on where we're at with the vlog or the golf video.
I guess we haven't talked about that too. That's going to be the best video.
It's going to be the best video we've done.
It's
Easily.
no one's gonna get spoilers, but it will be well worth your time to watch.
Yes, and watch it all.
Yeah,
Watch it all.
a fantastic day. That's another thing that's just super cool. We had originally we went Davis, Ernie, Joey Loperfido were gonna be the three we played.
Yeah.
And then Lopes was like, I can't really make it. It was there in Syracuse the next day or something, right? Or
It was
somewhere else.
further, yeah.
Yeah, super far. Or they're in Worcester, I think.
Yeah,
actually.
Worcester,
And then we just get Jeff Hoffman
the closer.
to come in and play. That was honestly one of the. I think golf was cooler than first pitch day today.
I can say that.
Personally.
Yeah, I think it was cool just spending time with those guys for as long as we did and golfing with them and just kind of seeing the personal side of them.
Hanging out.
Yeah, it was cool because obviously the first pitch was like 1 second.
Yes.
Like the golf thing was 5 hours on the course.
Yes,
Um,
it was.
Did not wear sunscreen. I'm very burnt right now.
Yeah.
But anyways, man, can't wait for that vlog to come out. Ernie's so fucking excited about it. He texts me every day about it.
Does he?
Yeah. So you'll see it. And thank you guys. Thank you, K14 Nation. Maybe I'll stream tomorrow night. I'm not sure. Love you guys. Let's have ourselves a weekend. Let's enjoy the weekend and let's win a fucking series against the shit White Sox. Love you guys.